So we're live in ECOSOC chamber at the United Nations with Michael Wolcott, who is the Regents Professor and the Associate Vice President for Research within the Office of Clean Tech at Washington State University in the United States. We have a couple of questions for you. Can you tell us why is it so important to highlight the symbiotic relationship between energy and forests on a day like this?
Well, energy is actually most of the wood resources that are utilized for energy. So it has a strong impact across the world in terms of our forest resources. And energy is a vital and needed component to society. So there's this interlink that occurs between our societal functions and the forest as a whole. So, the relationship between society and forests have gone back, since the beginning of time, and it's especially pertinent now because of the unsustainable utilization of it, but also the opportunity for forests to play a vital role in our decarbonizing of our atmosphere and challenges with global warming. So this linkage is really appropriate that we celebrate and understand this as we celebrate the International Day of Forestry.
Right. Now, who are the people that rely most on wood-based energy today, and why does this type of energy remain so important to them?
Yeah, so it's quite interesting. I talked today about the utilization of these forest resources for production of jet fuel, but actually the largest consumption of wood for energy is for just direct heating and cooking in third world countries or in the developing world. So in many of these areas, there are very few opportunities for energy sources with local people. And so they rely entirely on the wood produced within forests for that. Because they have such little opportunities, oftentimes then that wood becomes misused or is not efficiently utilized. It also imparts a great deal of health issues in indoor air quality that's poor within there and disproportionately affects women in this. So that's where we see the most utilization of wood for energy. But as we look to the future, it's a matter of bringing technology to that basis in a very appropriate manner to be able to help the efficiency of those utilization and decrease the health effects. While in areas that we have excess wood, we can utilize that for more advanced purposes or other purposes such as aviation fuel.
Right. Now, what do you think is the future of this wood-based energy in the world that is now trying to move from fossil fuels to renewable energy?
So the role of wood is part of biomass as a whole, and it's really important to look from a regional basis and understand sort of what the ecosystems are within various regions and what's the best source of biomass for that. So in our region, the Pacific Northwest, we have an abundance of wood and trees, and so forests play a strong role. There's a great deal of that material which is not currently utilized and is actually a liability to the companies and to the population as that material is burned to get rid of the site and be able to reforest the site. There's a great deal left on the land still to replace nutrients and whatnot, but there's an excess of that material which interferes with the reforestation. So that material is typically piled and burned. So in our region, wood plays a strong role within there because of the availability of it. In other regions, it may be more native grasses that can be brought forward, say by switchgrass, or in certain areas. It could be from sugarcane and excesses from those industries, such as bagasse, which is not currently utilized and burned. So I think what's really important is to look from a regional basis and to also look from a basis of what is the material that currently is already being harvested but not well utilized within the system.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Wolcott, for this interview.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.